Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to crowd sharing a man who was wrongfully accused. Let's get into the video. Oh, why is it not playing?
We're now in the El Paso County Courthouse in El Paso, Texas.
All rise.
Please be seated. The record should reflect the attorneys for the state, the attorneys for the accused are present in the courtroom. Mr. Verdict.
The man you see here is 41-year-old Daniel Villegas, accused of killing two teens in 1993 when he was just 16. At that time,
At 16, killing two teens. I hope that was an accident or he was wrongfully accused. Because this doesn't make any sense, man. He's too... Oh, God.
without an attorney or his parents present, Villegas says he was coerced by an El Paso detective into confessing to the murders. Despite...
Wait, why would a detective force him to confess to something he didn't do? El Paso, from what I've read or what I've seen in... Oh, what's the name of the guy? The guy who deals in the cocaine thing. Is it Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad, yeah. Breaking Bad. It looks like a place in Texas. Yes, Breaking Bad. But let's see the story.
recanting the confession hours later,
The attorneys
became
for
a
the state,
key
the
piece of
attorneys
evidence for
the
the
accused
prosecution.
are present in the courtroom. The court has received a message from the jury indicating that they've reached a verdict.
Villegas has been on trial 3 separate times for this crime and has maintained his innocence throughout.
Let's bring the jury in.
His first trial in 1994 ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. A 1995
The thing about these cases is that, look, when you claim you are guilty and then you are taken to jail, man, it's difficult to say you are not guilty again. But hopefully they have a solid case to kind of say, defend him or prove that you're really not guilty. But bro, being in prison since you were 17, bro, that's a long time. If you were 16, that's a very long time.
retrial ended with a conviction for capital murder, and Villegas was sentenced to life in prison. After spending 18 years in prison, that verdict was thrown out in 2013 because of ineffective assistance of counsel. Villegas was released in January of 2014 and has remained out on bond as he awaited a third trial. During that time, he fathered 2 children. Though the prosecution continued to insist on his guilt, there was no DNA, no firearm, and no forensic evidence presented linking Villegas to the shooting.
Yo, man, like the fact that the way this guy is crying, man, even look, criminals don't cry like this, man. Like this guy is crying heavily, man. Like criminals don't even cry like this. I haven't been to a court before, but like, look, anyone who is guilty won't shed this level of tears, man. But yeah, let's see how it ends.
If the defendant will please stand.
Within moments, he'll find out if he goes home with his family or spends the rest of his life in prison.
Madam Presiding Juror, have you in fact reached a verdict?
He's on trial for the 3rd time for the murder of 2 teens when he was just 16 years old. Many believe he was wrongfully convicted.
If the defendant will please stand.
Yeah, I also think he was wrongfully convicted, right? But let's see.
The last 25 years of his life, much of it in prison, has all led up to this moment.
In the District Court of El Paso County, Texas, 409th Judicial District, the State of Texas versus Daniel Villegas, number 94 0D09328. Verdict Form B.
Was the kid wearing a Free My Dad? Oh, that's sick.
0D09328. Verdict Form B. We, the jury, find the defendant Daniel Villegas not guilty of...
Man, that's very touching, man. That was very touching to do that after all these years. The man is free, man.
Been under many conditions in this court. You are no longer under any conditions in this court. You are free to leave. Good luck to you.
Look, man, I don't know how this guy got people to support him like this, but like sometimes you need to realize like there's some good in the world and like not every good person ends up in jail, man. Like I feel really bad for him for spending this much time in jail, but Charlie, sometimes these things happen. Like I can say he's lucky, but like hey, let me just bring it back to the homeland, man, the Africa. Look, man, in Africa, if you are jailed, like you hardly hear someone being wrongfully convicted in Africa, like especially my country, Ghana. When you are gone, man. Nobody is going to kind of defend that. You have no defender. You are even guilty until proving more guilty. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.